the left arm we say is going to slightly bend as we agreed at the start because of the left wrist there. But in fairness, you do get quite a good hinge of the wrist there in some ways. You're not losing power. It's just being aware that when your left elbow does this, you've got to make some subtle adjustments from here back to the golf ball. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you're going to ever really get away. Your left arm's not going to be up here somewhere with the club in that. I wouldn't have thought. It just feels very strange, okay, for you to be up there and out of control. But when you swing through the ball, this is your before. So as you come in, the left arm's bent. Now from this position, your left arm sort of just whizzes around your pocket here, disappears, and it's all very, very close. Now, in the practice swing, I said try and hit the wall over here somewhere. Oh, sorry, a bit quicker than I thought. For that width in that swing there. So you look at the two positions there now. Go close that club is to your body there. Because you're trying to hit the ball and trying to hit it left and trying to hit it hard with your sort of almost a pull-in motion with your arm. So when you finish this swing now, the hands are very low. Whereas this one, look at the hands are finished up there, you see. They finish a lot higher. But that the low left hand comes from here and doing this. I want power. And you're hitting the golf ball, and it's almost like a drop shot you're playing.
When I'm doing this, you see, I'm not worried about connecting with the ball.
Of course you're not, no.
Whereas there, I'm so uncertain of myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think there's a feeling what you've got to try and do is almost a lob topspin shot, because you try and almost, like, the way you swing a golf club, by cutting that left arm across, it's almost like playing a drop shot in tennis. So it weakens the strike. If you swing a racket, it's like a drop shot, you're trying to sort of confuse the opponent by sort of swinging what feels full pound and cut the legs from underneath. The ball squirts out the side there, really soft, but with the same energy being created by the tennis player. So the opponent gets fooled by the swing of the racket. Let's go and just have the net there. That's kind of what your driver's doing at the moment. So you're losing power, not because you're not swinging the club fast enough, you're just not swinging the club in the right efficient movement. Okay, so here the hands are a lot further away from the body through here, whereas here now, if you swing back, it's sort of like into your body, and all very sort of just sucked in there. So I suppose in some ways, at the moment, it might be a way to sort of say, okay, right, when you next go and play, you're going to play today, obviously. Success for you would not be how well you strike the golf ball, but how wide and how high you can get your hands. And in some ways, as negative as it might sound, I'd rather go on the golf course now and potentially get some sort of Healy ones, or do some really horrendous shots, but really work on getting this arm up and wide and through, rather sort of this tucked in bent arm position. Because what eventually will happen, if you keep bending your arms in here, you kind of figure out where the ball is in relation to you, find a good contact, but you're making adjustments to that. So when you then start getting your arms nice and wide, your club's going to hit somewhere, because you'll be just too far in front. Okay, so it's getting yourself, maintaining a nice sort of wide swing, ideally to impact. What we'd want is the hand sort of doing this. What yours do is that sort of just very narrow and pulled in, which again, as we said, is going to create a weaker kind of strike. So and that's where you lose power, because you're not hitting the ball with a limited club speed. You're hitting it with basically like a glancing blow, and as a result of that, your power's lost. You lose distance with the shot, and then you try to hit the ball harder, and then you lose control. Okay, so we'll give you a couple of swings and sort of some practice drills. I think that feeling of swinging, hitting the wall is quite a good one, and just getting the sensation that club is sort of swinging up like a high sort of top spin lob there, Karen. Okay, so as you come into impact, if you keep hold of the club, get yourself set up. As you come through now, it's kind of, you see, yeah. What you do is you'll pull it round here somewhere and sort of chop in. So almost imagine the golf. In some ways, there's a feeling. Imagine the golf ball is kind of where that red circle is, yeah. And you're going to try and hit it sort of up here, that kind of stuff. The ball's up here, you're trying to golf up here somewhere, not down that way. Okay, so have a couple of swings just to get that practice feeling. Okay, so there you go. So you're swinging up and around, so it's not swinging out this way. There's a golf ball up here, you're trying to make contact. Okay, so I'm miles away up here, but this is where the red circle will be on the screen. There we go, lovely. Okay, so swinging through the ball around to the left. You can do it, it's the mindset in some ways. Okay, does that make sense though, Caroline? Yeah? Cool.